Yeah, that went a bit out of frame. I had everything all cropped and stuff. It's another episode of Woot Wednesday, 80. I don't have a clue. What is 83, 84? One of those. I don't remember. I don't have this screen on. This screen is off. I turn it off just to try to cut down on some of the glare in my glasses. And it's like, I can't turn this one off because I need to be able to see what I'm doing and see what's going on. Anyway. So, let's see. About yesterday, I think yesterday, I decided, I really should just go ahead and just make myself a classical piano EP album, one of those. Probably more like an album because it's like, no, you want to sit and relax to classical music and have it go on for a while and not like 5 songs and poof, damn, it's over. That's rude. Anyway, I don't know how many tracks it's going to end up being. I'm getting making a list. I've got a piece. Oh God, I can't reach over here. This section here that I'm rearranging and reworking because I like it. It's just a little too short, and I don't want a piece that's like less than a minute long. That's crazy. I'm not sure how long. I did finish the composition for it. I still need to fiddle with the intro a little bit more because it's kind of just like meh. But I'll just throw it there. Yeah, I think it might end up being like maybe 2 minutes. I think some of the pieces that that were because I posted on Facebook. It's like I have no idea which ones I want to do because it's like my repertoire is limited to of things that I know how to play, and it's like most of those are really short pieces, and I don't want to have to rearrange and redo all those and anything because I'm redoing that one because it's not exactly a well-known piece. It's a little my best word I could use to describe it is a little obscure unless you have the Malath grade 1 book 1. That's what this is. That's what that came from the imslp.org site. So I'm doing the groundwork for that. There's a couple of ones that the popular pieces that people are like, oh, these are so played to death. Well, I haven't played them yet, so I'm gonna do it anyway. But that it's just people. It's subjective. I mean, I like Moonlight Sonata. I can't quite exactly play it. There's a section in there I cannot reach. It's like an octave reach in the right hand over an octave. It's like a knock my glasses off. It's like an octave and a 1 key away. My fingers only reach an octave barely because I got these tiny little hands. So I need to practice it with maybe like pedal tricks, and it's like even rolling my wrist, it wasn't getting there. So I do want to do that one. I really love that song, and I like Liberace's rendition of it. If I could just find one of just him playing the piano with no string arrangement with it, just him by himself would be great, but I haven't been able to find one yet. All the ones that I found on YouTube were had the his brother's string trio. Was it? I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 trio or quartet. I think it was a trio. But yeah, I can't find one that's just Liberace playing on the piano, the Moonlight Sonata. It's just gonna take a minute. It was like when I first downloaded and got that sheet music, and I'm like, what the hell is a C flat? It's like, because when I was in school, and I've mentioned this a couple of times before, they never taught us music theory, nothing. They just said, here's a piece, play the damn thing, basically. And it's like, okay, just follow the baton. Aight. But, yeah, it's like, okay. And I know C flat is actually a B. If it's C flat, flat, B flat, I think. C flat. Yes. Had to double check with my piano. But yeah, I'm gonna get that going soon. I just need to find a decent piano sound because one, I don't have access to like a a regular piano, a grand piano, or a baby grand, or any of those. Acoustic pianos, I should just say. I just have access to this, and I don't have. It's not. I don't want to I don't have the budget to go into somebody's studio, and the only studios that are around here are home studios, and with the nonsense we're still going through, it's just not safe to go do anything like that. I'd just rather just do it at home, with this thing, the Casio. And I just need to dial in a better, like, piano VST sound. I mean, I guess I could go ahead and just, like, use a non... What's the word I'm looking for? A non-CPU intensive piano plug-in, and then dial the sound in later. Because I spent an incredible amount of time listening to different VSTs, and it's just like, oh, I just don't like it. And I was like, I'm just too damn picky, apparently. But I need to listen to some piano music, recorded piano music, so I can like hear the sound and then try to duplicate that sound of it. So, and I know a lot of it's got to do with the reverb and where the mics are positioned. I mean, the Waves Grand Rhapsody does okay, but it needs something more. It needs more. And I can't find any real decent tutorials on it other than the initial when it first came out, and it's like they don't go over really much of here's how you. It's like now you've got this, and now here's how to EQ it, add a little more reverb. None of that. I couldn't find anything. If anybody knows of any, let me know in the comment section below. Although I have it set up that you can't post links in the comments, but I do check the held for review, because if anybody puts any kind of like internet link, I have it set to held for review, and I will check that periodically, once a day or so when I remember, because sometimes I have a habit of not remembering to check that. I was like, oh crap, where'd that comment go? Look over there. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find it. It was being held for review. And even if it's not a link, if it's like a double period or some crap, it'll treat it like it is a link, and it's like, that's not helpful. But yeah, so if you have a link to something, put it in the comment section. It'll go to held for review. And if I haven't seen it yet, like a day or two has gone by, I might have forgotten to check it. Just hit the comment section again and go, hey, I left you a link. And then I was like, oh, okay, let me go get it. And we can do that, because I have been busy. Last week was, holy crap, oh my God, exhausting. I had this project I was helping out on, that the final week leading up to the grand finale. We were up pretty late in our own time zones. And I was up until a couple of days in a row, up until about 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to get everything organized, finished, shipped off, ready to go. And it's like, what some people don't realize is how much work we put into it. How much time was spent setting everything up, making sure everybody had what they needed, answering questions when they came up. And it takes an incredible amount of time to make sure everything's running smoothly. I mean, it was the first time we tried using Discord, and this is only for like inside of the Produce Like a Pro Academy, but it was the first time we tried using that, because the site messaging system is kind of messed up and wasn't good enough for it. It was just too hard to use, and we used it for like 2 years in a row. It was just like, oh, this is not working. We need a better way. So I created the Discord for it. And it just takes a lot of work and a lot of behind the scenes things that nobody sees except those of us that are working on it. And there was like 3 of us working on this, and it was. It took a while to get things set up and going, but once we got going, And then it's like the last week was just like, holy crap, it's crunch time. We got to finish everything, get everything all set, make the document, ship it off, and make sure everything goes right. And it's a lot of work. And it takes time to set everything up and get everything running. And I've blathered on enough about that. So, yeah, that's done and over with. And we've already started on the stuff for next year. Already getting putting in ideas for it and stuff, and figuring out what we're going to do, because that would just is only having like 2 months to do it. Yeah, it seems like a lot of time, and then I got plenty of time to make this track and share it and whatever. And then it's just like we got the bulk of the tracks in the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh crap, this is hard. It's like, oh my god, how am I gonna do all this? And we got it done. We got it done, and now we're like, I slept the hell in the next day, and the day after that was my day off. So yeah, doing anything like that takes time. Doing YouTube videos, be myself and me, takes an incredible amount of time, because I shoot, and I've blathered on about this before: shoot, edit, upload, schedule. That's what I do. I do it, and I try to do the bulk of my videos that I make on tonight, Monday, just so I can like get everything set up and scheduled. Now, have a video ready to go for tomorrow, and this one will be out Wednesday. Production video, I usually try to get that out on Thursday, and I'm like, Friday. Trying to think. I have a list, but it's on this screen and my monitor's off, so I can't look at it. I think I made, I typed up 4, because I make myself a shooting schedule, and in a spreadsheet, and it's like the day I'm going to shoot it on, the name of the video. The next one is if I'm going to have a blog post or not, which nobody ever goes to the blog, because there's videos on YouTube, and the day it's going to be released on. And then I color code it in a light green that shows me I've already completed it. And I don't do that until after it's uploaded and scheduled onto YouTube. So, yeah, and it's like rinse, lather, repeat. That's how it works here. Let's see. And this is what happens when I don't turn the notifications off on my phone. All right, I'm back from that. Yeah, I also got earlier today a little piano visualizer. It's called Piano VFX. I got this screen off, so it's like, problem I have with it, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to use, but it does work. It's like, all right, but it was made. I can't remember the guy that made the name. That made it, but it was made in Unity, and it takes up my entire screen, so there's like no way to minimize it. And even my taskbar, toolbar, taskbar, Windows bar, whatever the hell I call it, thing at the bottom of the screen, disappears. And even though I have it set to always be on top, it just hides it. And I'm like, what if I need to like go somewhere? I have to press Control Alt Escape just to get out of it, because there's no like toggles for like minimize or nothing. There's no window from Windows. You know how you can minimize, close, whatever, maximize windows in Windows. Yeah, so I was playing with that earlier, messing around with it. It works, but even watching the videos that have somewhat of tutorials for it, you have to, it was like when I first loaded up the MIDI I did for the last piano thing I did, and then the rendered wave file, they were playing fine together. I didn't have to offset nothing. I was like, okay, cool. As soon as you start adding visualizations, the sync goes off. So you have to sit there and fiddle with the sync delay, one of those, on the, what do you call it, in the program. So it's like, all right, fine. So I finally dialed that in and did it. It's just, I just need to work more with it. I just got it, God, maybe an hour or so ago, and I was just playing with it and figuring it out. And I'll have to do something might have to use it for like one of the next ones that I do, just to have fun with it, just to test it out and do whatever with it. Yeah, other than that, and work being crappy, and it's supposed to start snowing tomorrow, right as I get ready to go to work, and through like Wednesday morning or something, and it's like supposed to be 1 to 3 inches. Yeah, it's like, I just have to watch out for everybody else driving like freaking idiots. So, yeah, that's been basically it. And yeah, staring at my interface for no reason, just because it's like there. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this week. One big project down. I got one other project to go. I got to start that, and then I'm gonna work on this classical album, and it's just gonna be piano. I'm not gonna add an orchestra or any of that to it. It's just me, the piano, and that's it. Everything's gonna get played, which means the pieces that were suggested to me, I'm gonna get the speaking of which, I bought paper. Problem is, Office Depot didn't have my ink cartridge. And it's like, and the only store that had it was all the hell the way up north. And I'm like, I'm not driving that damn far for one damn ink cartridge. So I came home and bought one off of the HP website, because none of the ones on Amazon, they were all refurbished. And just reading the comments, either the refurbished cartridge fell apart, spewing the powder ink, blah, 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 all over the place, or it printed a couple of pages and then it quit printing. It was out of whatever, ran out of ink too quick, or the printer never recognized it as like an HP cartridge. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to deal with that. So I'm just bought one of these and be done with it. So yeah, so that way I can print the scores out and have happy fun piano practice time over there when I get ready. And I'm gonna probably practice the one I did, because I redid the score. I did it in MuseScore just so I could have it, and I'll have to end up printing that out once I get the cartridge, whenever the hell that's gonna be, day or two. So probably get shipped out tomorrow, and then I gotta do other things, gotta add notes to the stupid thing, and then get this one printed out, practice that little bit. I mean, I could look at MuseScore MuseScore and Reaper don't play nice together, and it's really annoying. They each take over the audio, and I don't know how to stop that from happening. And I'm like, it's like, can't you guys play nice together? Like, seriously. Wouldn't it be nice if, like, I don't know, MuseScore made a plugin for your DAW? Because Reaper's sheet music thing is a little clunky to deal with. And I've started to get a handle on the MIDI editor. I'll have to, when I go and do the MIDI series, I'll show more about the piano roll and whatever. But yeah, and I've rambled on, past rambling on. Was going to end it a few minutes ago. Then I was like, oh, wait, guess what? I have to buy an ink cartridge, and I've got 2 reams of paper down here. So, how was your last 7 days? Hopefully those of you that are in the New England states didn't get too trapped in the 2 feet of snow you all got earlier. What day was that on? It was Sunday? Yeah, y'all got hammered this past weekend, and I'm just like, holy crap, I don't if we ended up with 2 feet of snow out here, like, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. There's no way in hell. It would take forever to get out, and I wouldn't be able to get out and get to my car. It's like, I'm 5 foot, 2 feet of snow. Yeah, that's damn near like almost up to my knees. And it's like, I'm not hoofing it out there. It's like, I live in an apartment. I don't own a shovel. Anyway, let me know how your last 7 days have been, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.